Hello, I'm Alexandra Adams, your amateur psychologist, and today we are going to be psychoanalyzing Hermione Granger using Carl Jung's theory of the four cognitive functions. Now, Carl Jung believed that our conscious psyche could be understood as a psychological type. These psychological types are a combination of two basic attitudes and four cognitive functions. Cognitive functions refer to ways in which we perceive and interact with our external environment. These cognitive functions are broken up into two opposing pairs. Within each pair, one function is dominant and the other is auxiliary. First things first, let's start with the attitudes, introversion and extroversion. And no, I'm not just using those as synonyms for outgoing and shy. In this situation, those words take on a completely different meaning. It refers to where a person gets their energy. This is a tricky one for Hermione. Clearly, she has strong internal motivation. She's incredibly driven, but she does seem to get energy from working in groups and being around other people. Why else would she repeatedly choose to study with incredibly distracting procrastinators and slackers? She is more than happy to be left alone with her books, but she doesn't find socializing draining the way a true introvert would. On to our first pair of cognitive functions, sensation and intuition. Hermione's thought process and conversational style show that sensation is dominant for her. All conversations with her are fully annotated. She has a very firm grasp of reality and a healthy sense of skepticism. This is actually pretty impressive considering her whole worldview was shaken up when she was 11 and discovered that magic was real. Hermione has good intuition, but that's not what she relies on. If she ever has to make an incredibly important decision, she goes with facts rather than relying on her gut and her instincts. And now onto our final pair of functions, thinking and feeling. Now, this tends to get people a bit riled up. People who are categorized as thinkers feel that they've been insulted, that they've been called a robot or Spock incarnate, and people who are categorized as feelers think that they're being dismissed as hysterical and completely irrational. That's not the case. Everyone's capable of both. This is just about which one is dominant and which one you use when making important judgments. Carl Jung's description of an extroverted thinker is someone who tries to be objective, is fixated with rules, and tends to be very dogmatic in their belief system. This fits Hermione to a T. So, in conclusion, Hermione Granger is an extrovert who relies on sensation and thinking as her dominant cognitive functions. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for today's session. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. I'm Alexandra Adams, your amateur psychologist, and I'll see you for next session.